Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. One brother, actually three brothers, asked me three different questions. So inshallah in this video I will be answering them. By the way, again, if you are someone who is asking questions, if you're looking for answer, feel free to email me, or you can leave a comment in the comment section below and ask me question. I promise you that I will try my best to come back to you with an answer. I'm receiving, again, as I said in my other video, I'm receiving like tons and tons of questions, and I really love it. I really love it because this is something I always wanted to talk to you guys about. This question, it is related with the hadith Abu Hurairah radiallahu mentioned. It's a Sahih Bukhari hadith where Rasulullah sallallahu he said, "Yushikul furat ayahsira an kandin min dahab, faman hadaruhu fala ya'khudhu minhu shay'a." This is the hadith. He is asking question about this hadith. But inshallah, before I go to this particular hadith, I want to address this one. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, that this is actually a supersonic. He said this is a question that he asked. So let me show you the question. So this is a question he asked. 2.2 sonic boom plane. He meant. He asked, the brother asked FG only. He asked, is this the Dajjal donkey? And he also asked question about the rising tension in the Mediterranean Sea. So let me answer this question first, and then inshallah we can go to the next one. So this is a new model of plane, and he's saying that this might be the donkey of Dajjal. As I said in my previous videos, dear sisters, until we see proof otherwise, we take all hadith literally. Okay, we do not reinterpret a hadith. Just because we have a supersonic plane, we cannot say this is the Dajjal's plane, because Rasulullah sallallahu he said that it will be a donkey. Allahu alam, if he will use actual plane, or if he will use donkey, some kind of like superpower, or those things that you see in the movies, donkeys flying. Allahu alam, we do not know. We are not in a position to change the meaning of the hadith and say this is what it will be. If it is, then again we will see what happens. So that was his first question. The next question he's asking about the Mediterranean tension, Turkey versus Greece versus Cyprus, because Roman is still used to refer to citizen of Greece. Again, he's asking a question about the Mediterranean Sea problem that they're having right now, as you can see right here. This is something going on for a long time. They have internal issues, and this could play a role in the upcoming battle in the WW3 that we talk about. But right now they are not that significant. Okay, these incidents would not trigger a escalation. That's what I can tell you for now. So let's take a look at the other question by the other brother. His question is, I'm going to show you the question. His question is, this is Alpha Centauri. Is our Quran and Sunnah tell us about China? China has become a superpower, and I think they will play a big role in Malhama. Okay, so the Quran, it does not speak about the Chinese. However, there are many hadiths we find where Rasulullah Sigara Ayun, Rasul said about these people, flat nose, flat face, hammer shield face, and he gave some description wearing shoes that are made of animal wool. So those things are mentioned in several hadiths. Are these people Chinese? I don't have any corroboration with that, simply because I did not come across anything that will say, well, the hadith means these are the Chinese, because normally those hadiths will talk about the Mongols, but not the Chinese people necessarily. Now, would they play a big role? Will China play a big role in Malhama? They have the they were, if you like, they were splashed. Okay, they were splashed with droplets of Yajuj and Majuj. That is something I can say without any doubt. What I mean by that is that the nature, the characteristic of Yajuj and Majuj can be found in the Chinese people. But I'm not saying, and I will never say it, that Chinese are the Gog or Magog, and Russia and the Caucasians are Gog and Magog. I'm never gonna say that. This is just ridiculous. Because Rasulullah said that the Gog and Magog are sealed. Okay, they are somewhere, we do not know where. If I come up with my own theory, there are like maybe millions of people who will come up with millions of different theories, and at the end of the day, it's really would not benefit our iman. Okay, all we have to accept is what is in the Quran and Sunnah, and that's it, move on. Chinese, they do have those influence and those characteristics that are mentioned in the hadith about Gog and Magog, that these people are super consumers, like they drink up water, and the last one will come and say there was once water here. This is the nature of Chinese people. They're just exploiting everything possible. And we have seen the climate change. China is polluting the air a lot. And why? Is because of the consumption. They can't they can't help themselves. So they're just producing more and more, ending up destroying the environment and whatnot. So in that case, yes, they have this characteristic of the Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Now let's go back to the last question that I have here. He asked about this Euphrates River, Brother Nias. And he said, okay, so the Euphrates River is being shared by 3 countries or 4 countries. That's what he said. My question is, when the river dries up, will the people of any particular country, they fight each other, or conflict between countries for the treasures? Okay, so it is, he's asking if this is a internal thing, whether, as I mentioned in the beginning, yushikul furat ayahsira an kanzin min dahab. That is the hadith that he's talking about. So this, what we understand, there will be nothing called Syria or Iraq or Turkey when this will happen. After the WW3, there is nothing called Turkey or this country, that country, and there will be no clear-cut border. Okay, so people, whoever will be alive after the WW3, they will scatter throughout the globe. Okay, so the Iraqi or the Syrian or the Turkish people will go to let's say somewhere in Iran. Okay, somewhere. So there will be like a global diaspora, if you like. This is my understanding. I can be wrong, very subjective. They will not be in Turkey saying, well, we were Turkey before WW3, so we're going to remain Turkey. Okay, that will not happen, because that is not possible. WW3 will just annihilate the humanity we know today. So there will be no border demarcation, in other words. As a result, we will see that people who would be close to the Euphrates River, we will know the Euphrates River because it is mentioned in the hadith, so it will live up until that time. People will know this is the Euphrates River. It could be because of qadr of Allah. It's a miracle of Allah that Allah will keep these names alive even though humanity is gone. But because of the hadith and the qadr of Allah, it may be that people will still have those names used in their conversation, trying to identify a place or something like that. That will be still there. People, so there is no border. Okay, as I said, so people will come from everywhere, and then they will fight for the treasure. It could be people coming from even Saudi Arabia, from Canada, from US, from everywhere, from Israel. So people from all around the world will come, and they will not know exactly where they are, because there will be no country again, and they will fight over the gold. Okay, the gold that will be unearthed, it will be fought over. Now, one thing very, very important for all of us to understand, dear brothers and sisters, is that just because the river is dried up doesn't mean it will give up its treasure. It will give up its treasure only when Allah wants it. So right now you can see river, the bottom of it. Okay, you can see the bottom of the river, but you will not necessarily see the gold yet. That is because the gold will be exposed, or it will be revealed only when Allah Azza wa Jal would want it to be revealed. And to me, it's a miracle. It's very miracle that it's very miraculous, because if you think about it, like there is a river and there is a gold, but we don't see the gold. Where is the gold? So people can dig into it, right, and to try to find out the gold. But there is no gold. We cannot see gold. The point here is that the miraculous nature of it would make the gold come out, and Allah Azza wa Jal has kept this gold hidden. So it will be a miracle that that time we will see the, you know, the gold. But if you see the Euphrates River is drying up, you know, doesn't mean that the gold will come out automatically by default. That will probably not be the case. Allahu Alam, Allah knows the best. Again, if you have any more question, please send it to me and I will be more than happy to answer. If you're new here, subscribe, like this video if you did, share this video, leave more comments and with questions, and I will see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.